Hello everyone, welcome to The Boss Motions. My name is Frederick Osasere. On today's episode, I'll be taking a look at a video editing software for YouTubers and social media creators in 2020. I'm so glad I'm doing this video training. So for those of you that are just joining us for the very first time, please don't forget to click on the subscription button and the notification bell. The name of the software is Adobe Premiere Rush. Adobe Premiere Rush have been around since 2019, but please, I'm going to call it Premiere Rush. The name is too long for me. So let me go straight to what Adobe Premiere Rush is all about. Okay, Premiere Rush. Okay, Premiere Rush has been around for some time now, and it has been a game changer for social media creators and YouTubers. Why did I say so? Because you can actually work with Premiere Rush across different platforms. You can work in Mac systems, you can work in Apple devices like iPad and your iPhones, you can work with Windows, and you can work with Android devices, making it easy for them to work across different platforms. So for instance, if you have a cloud drive, you can easily access it, open it across those different platforms as far as you have the Adobe Premiere Rush installed in your system. So without further ado, let's go straight in and see what that software have to offer for you.
My guy, this one you're always doing free things.
Is it free? Is it not my free?
People will laugh at you.
My friend, if I
They'll say
give
you couldn't cope with it.
Anyway, my guys, let's go to the video editing suite and start working. Hello everyone, welcome back to my laptop screen. So now I'm going to be using Adobe Premiere Rush on my MacBook Pro. So for those people that are going to be using their mobile devices, is the same thing, so don't be scared. So the same thing I'm going to do here is also applicable to you using your mobile devices. So I will just go through it because I'm going to be using my system to explain Adobe Premiere Rush. One good thing about Adobe Premiere Rush is that it doesn't require an heavy system with heavy RAM or heavy specs. Premiere Rush doesn't require a lot of processing power to operate. Without saying much, let me just go straight and open it. When you open Premiere Rush for the first time, it's going to ask you to create a new project. So I'm going to create a new project right away. So under my create a new project, for those of you using your system, maybe your laptop or your desktop, you will notice that you have access to the demo visuals right showing on your screen and as I'm speaking to you now. But mine, because I've opened it before, but I just want to open it again, I'm still going to use the sample media. So you can see the sample media right here. So I'm going to select it. So for instance, if I pick this middle one as the first one, that is what is going to start with in the sequence. If I pick this as the second one, it's going to start with it as the second one. If I pick this as the third one, it's going to start with it at the third one. If I pick this as the fourth one, it's going to start with it at the fourth one, then this as the fifth one. So whatever it is, so if I change the sequence, for instance, it is going to also change. So for instance, I want to make this 5 and make this 6. But you know, this is an audio file, so it's not going to stay where the video file is. So the audio file normally go below the visual. So that's what is going to happen. So let's start immediately. So before I start, let me quickly name the project and call it Premiere Rush Training. We hit create. So it's not going to create any project until you select the things you're going to work with. That's if you're starting for the first time. So you need to select either the videos or the sound or the pictures you're going to work with for the first time. So as soon as you select it, you hit create. So now as soon as you create it, it's going to take everything to the timeline, just as the way you arranged your visuals. See the way it started. So that's how it's going to arrange everything. So it's going to put everything in sequence the way you actually selected it. For instance, you are using your phone now. I know you have limited screen space to actually work with. Be conscious enough to choose the videos you are working with sequentially so that you can make your editing easy for you to do. So now I'm going to go straight. So this is how the timeline looks like. The upper level is where you see the visual, and the down level is where you see the audio file. So if you are only importing just only the audio file, it's going to go below it. But if you are importing a video that has a audio in it, so it's going to combine it. For instance, now this video, I don't want to do much, so I just want to trim it. Maybe it's too long and I don't like the length of the video, and I just want to pick different highlights of the video. So what I'll need to do is to trim it. How can I trim it? I can easily come forward of the visual and just drag it. You can see it's trimming already. So if you notice, the audio is also trimming along. So what you can do is that you can actually push your audio out for not to affect it, then drag the visual. So if you can see, I'm trying to reduce the length of this visual. If you notice before, let me press Ctrl Z or Command Z. It was 53 seconds long. So if I reduce it, you see that it has reduced. So it's now 51 seconds long. So if I reduce further, you can see it's 48 seconds long. That's how you can actually trim. Then in case you want to cut or use your blade tool, you can easily press the scissors key. So this is the scissors key here. That's what you can use to split. So for Premiere Pro, it's called the blade tool or the cut tool. So you can use this to split the visual. So this scissors here can actually help you to split the visual. So if you want to expand your screen, just press plus or minus. So for instance, I want to use the scissors. So as soon as I click on the scissors, it just cut it right away. And the scissors shortcut key is S on people using their system like laptop or desktop. So when you click S, it's going to cut it immediately. When you click S, it's going to cut it immediately. Then another tool is for you to duplicate. So if, for instance, I want to duplicate this, I can easily hit the plus sign and duplicate. So it's going to duplicate what is here just like that without doing much. And at the same time, I can as well drag and drop it up of the other videos. So you can see it's that easy, and I can also drag it back. So the other tool here is to delete. So when I hit delete, it deletes the visual immediately. When I click delete, it deletes it immediately. Then I was talking about importing a video that has audio together. So if you notice, this video actually has audio with it. So if for instance I want to split this video, I can easily click on this. So it will expand the video from the audio. So as soon as I do that, you can see it has separated both the video and the audio. If I want to undo it, I can easily click it back and it will take it back the way it was before. So also the good thing about this software is that as soon as you point your arrow right to the tool that you want to use, it gives you a little explainer on what it is and even give you a shortcut key for it. So since I'm using a Mac system, you can see it's showing me if I want to split, it's just for me to press Command arrow. It's that easy, and it will split everything in my screen. So if I don't want it to split the audio and the video, I can press the Command arrow again and it takes it back. So if you go up here, you see is that you can easily add media from your system or your devices. Same goes for people using their Apple devices like iPhone, and also for people using their Android devices, be it Samsung, Tecno, or Infinix or whatever. So if you click on it, you have click on media. So when you click on media, you can easily access your files in your system. So when you click on sample media, just click on sample media and go to media browser. It's going to take you to your desktop, be it your files is in your desktop, your document, your download and all that. So if I go to my download now, it will ask me for permission. I'll click OK. So for instance, I have this video. I can easily select this video and use, and click on add immediately and use. But since we're not doing that, let me just go back. And also Rush comes with some nice soundtracks that you can actually play with. So it comes loaded with some few demo soundtracks that you can play with while creating your videos, which is an interesting feature that comes with it. If you click on this, you have access to visuals in your project panel. So this is where you can access all the assets in your project asset. So it's that easy. So you just click on it and you see your project assets. For instance, you want to color correct your videos, you can easily click on this cycle bar here. So you can choose on different looks for your video. So you can click cinematic, you can click film, you can click LCL Kodak, you can click LCL bleach. So you have tons, like few stuffs that you can play with. And at the same time, if you're interested in me showing you how to use plugins for Adobe Premiere Rush, please try and drop a comment below. That will aid me and encourage me to do another video showing you how to use plugins for it. But this is how it works. So this one, for instance, I want to add transition to it. So it just comes with some few transitions. That's the difference between Premiere Rush and Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro comes with tons of transitions, but this you just have few to play with. For instance, I just want to add transition to it now. If you notice, when I was working, I just clicked on it mistakenly, immediately added transition to the front and the ending of the clip. So you can see it has added transition to it. So it's that easy. So it added transition to it. So if I want to add deep to black to this place now, it will just add deep to black. So you can see from deep black it goes straight to the picture. So another thing you need to also check out is edit. So you can edit the duration of your preset, so of the transition. If you want it to be longer, you can increase it. If you want it to be shorter, you can reduce the transition effect, and it will take effect immediately in the timeline. So if you notice, as I'm pulling this, you see it expands. As I reduce this, you see it also reduces. After that, let's go to the test panel. So the test panel, you have interesting text to play with. So for instance, I want to give it a subtitle. I can easily put a subtitle. I just double click on it, caption this type, name it something. So that I can give it a name. I say traveling to Lagos or something. That's what is just coming to my mind. Please pardon me. You can see it can come in, so you can decide to work on the shape outline. You can try to have more borders, so you can see increase, reduce, so you can modify it, and that's how it is. So the other one is range. So your clip, you can try to speed it up or give it a slow motion effect. So this is what speed does. So if I reduce it now, it's going to give it that slow motion effect. You notice the visual is going to be slow. As soon as I click play, you can see it's slow. So if I pause it and take it and fasten it up, visual is going to be very fast. So you can see it's very fast. So it's that easy and straightforward. You don't need to do too much. You don't need to know too much to use Premiere Rush. Next thing is how to use your audio. So audio, you can tweak your audio, and maybe there's a part of the video you want to mute. You can easily mute it. Let's say for instance this shot now, I want to mute the audio. I can mute it. You can see there's no audio playing anymore. So let's go to advanced. So advanced, I can change the frequency of the audio. So for instance, if it's music, there's a way it's going to enhance it. But since it's just others left, like since it's an ambient sound, I can choose others, and it's going to give me a different sound feel. So if someone that is talking is going to see how it's going to project and balance sound, reduce background noise, reduce echo, enhance speech. So for instance, you have a track here, maybe an audio track or someone speaking, you can easily modify and adjust the settings the way it suits you. So it is that straightforward. So for instance, also you want to rotate, you can easily rotate, move your shot left and right, up and down, rotate. So it's that easy. It's that easy. So if you want to undo, you just press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. It take you undo all the effects you've done, or Command Z. That's for people using the Mac system. For instance, you're working, you want to undo on your mobile phone. It's just for you. There's an icon at the top of your screen that have undo. So you can see I'm pointing my cursor to it now. So you can see I'm pressing my cursor to it. So if I do undo, it's going to take the effect back. So I mistakenly remove the dissolve here. So if I want to undo, I can easily do that. It will remove it. So it has removed it. So if I'm going to redo. So if I'm going to undo, it's going to bring it back. You can see. So it's that easy. So you also have your sound bar here to monitor the audio of your visuals and all that. Then at the same time you have, if in case you want to preview in full screen, you can easily click on this button to preview on full screen. So in case you also want to loop the playback, so you click on that loop, so whenever it plays back, you're going to start all over again. So when it plays, it's going to start all over again, but if it's not on, it will just play and stop. So next thing for us to understand, one interesting thing is that since they know that this software is going to be used by YouTubers and content creators, it's easy for you to just choose the screen you want it. So this is horizontal, so I can decide to change it to portrait. So for instance, I'm using my mobile phone, so you can see maybe you want to upload on your IG page, so it makes it give you that mobile look. Then I can also change it to square, so it gives it that square look, depending on maybe you're going to be watching it on your iPad or something. So it just depending on the platform you're also opening. Maybe for instance you want to export, so you just easily from edit you go to share. So from share you can easily export, so you can choose to name the file what you want to call it. So I can call it traveling tour. So I can decide to, so I also choose where the file is going to be saved. So the file can be saved inside your download or your document or your desktop. So it depends on where you want it to be saved. So you can see the estimated file size of this thing is 9 MB. So there are some advanced settings as well. So maybe for instance, you are going to export to Facebook or export to YouTube. So it gives you a precise aspect ratio, resolution, bitrate, and everything the way you want it to be like. So the frame rate, the audio channel, you want it to be mono or stereo. So the frame rate, what frame rate are you using? Is it 30 frame? Is it 24 frame? Is it 25 frame? So it also have a feature for you to easily sign into your YouTube channel, and as soon as you export, it's going straight to your YouTube channel. Same for Facebook, same for Instagram. You can easily enter your Instagram details here, and it is going to send published version on save file and share from your Instagram app on your phone. So it's that easy. So if you click on it like this, it's going to export your visual. Then another thing, if you want to create another new project, you just click on the home button, and when you go to the home button, you create a new project. So you tag the project, the name you want to tag it, you select the files you need to use for the project, so you can access your desktop, your document, your download, your lazy, that's for people that have a lazy hard drive, or your Mac OS system, or your movie or your music pictures and all. So you can easily pick pictures as well, do slideshows and all. So maybe next time, if you're interested for me to do a picture slideshow with Adobe Premiere Rush, please feel free to drop your comment down below the video, so that it will encourage me to create more videos. Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had an interesting time working on Adobe Premiere Rush. Feel free to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Whenever I drop a video, you get to see and get an alert immediately. Until I come your way next time, I still remain Frederico Sasseri. Bye bye.